Hi, how are you?
I can only talk to one more person.
Okay.
Due to the time constraints.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
And who will that be?
I guess maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and I'll make this very, very fast. Very, very fast. I am already on my way out. My name is Sherry Lopez.
Is that with a Y?
Actually, it's S-H-E-R-I.
Oh, I started off the wrong way. S-H-E-R?
E-R-I. Lopez. L-O-P-E-Z.
Okay.
I used to be a Petrovich. Now I'm a Lopez. Okay. Very simple. Okay, I got my notes here. Rita Solander, who is the new DON,
Right.
has said that we are stupid and we need to shut up because we don't know what we're talking about because we're students. Okay, just to give you, I'm not even going to take 5 minutes of your time, so I'm going to do this very fast. I am actually extraordinarily educated. Okay, and the reason why I'm here is, and there's my high school diploma, so I went all the way. The reason why I'm here is because I want to be a CNA. I am a medical assistant, and I am a home health care tech. Okay, and I've done that. Actually, home health care. It's in-home
support. Oh, I
yes.
see. Okay.
IHSS.
Okay, all right.
In-home. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was just looking at.
Yeah.
Because we do home health aides, which
right.
is different things.
Yeah. So I actually am employed by the in-home supportive services, IHSS. Okay.
Yep.
And very quickly, and I'm watching my clock, I have paid all my money and I have a zero balance. Okay. So I am not withholding money from our COE.
Okay.
Because I expect our COE to do what I need them to do for me, and I will absolutely do what what they need me. Riverside County Office of Education.
Oh, I see.
That's who these people are.
Yeah,
okay. All right. Now, very quickly, because I will not take more than 5 minutes. Okay. So we have the reason why I think we're all complaining is that if we start in March, we had a mail sub on March 9th, okay? Now, this mail sub, that was fine. It was a it was a theory day. Now, we had, and this is April, and that's May, and then we're right, yeah, and that's June. This is our calendar for, and you're more
Are you given this at the beginning of the class?
Yes, and you're more than welcome to take copy. I can give you a copy of all this. Absolutely, you got it. And these are 3 clinical hours. 3 clinical hours. I made a mistake here. This is theory. However, everything else is there, and I've got 6 hours here, 9, and that's all that means. Okay, so these are all 3 hours in clinical.
So, and when did it start?
It started actually right here, the
January 30.
And then we came here all this time. This is everything that we've been doing. Okay, and I wasn't here.
So you were given this schedule?
Yes, everybody was given this in the beginning. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm going to speak for myself at this point, though I don't want to say I represent the class, but I'm going to speak for myself. Mrs. Bartholomew, I don't know if you've had a chance to meet with her and talk with her. I will not say anything negative about her except a professional manner. She is very old-fashioned in her teaching, and she is, this is the problem that I had with her. She does not know how to, I don't think she's educated on today's skills. Okay, fine. We got that. And she was here, that was the first day of clinical. Mrs. Ung was out, and then we had Miss Bartholomew. Okay, we didn't have we hadn't done anything. We have minus 3 hours, though I made it up. Okay, Miss Bartholomew, that was theory, and then we have clinical. Now, I wasn't sure if those hours counted. Okay, but they do. Apparently, she's valid. Now, we met with Charles Veramontes because we don't know who to talk to. Reason why we met with him is that Charles Veramontes is HR. Okay. He's HR. We sat down and talked with him, and there was a lot of different things. There was our instructor, Mrs. Ong, which you've met. She's a wonderful lady. She had gotten numerous phone calls during class. Okay, it happens. It's business. Keeping in mind that cross-referencing, as I said earlier, Mrs. Carew, we found out Miss Carew was gone on April 9th. Now, their spring break. Now, I'm not sure if she was terminated here, but if you see here, Miss Carew actually went to visit Vista Pacifica. When she went to visit, we come back from spring break and we find out that she's no longer here, so that means we don't have a DON. Our DON was gone for I don't know how long until we have now this young lady, I'm a young lady, this lady out here. Okay, so my concern was, are all these hours that we have accumulated under...
They'll be good.
They'll be good. Okay, so we're good with that. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about falsifying. I will definitely print this out for you and make a copy of these. It was approximately a month ago. I don't have it written on the calendar. However, I asked Mrs. Ong, how many hours do I have in clinical? She had told me that I don't have your hours anymore. Well, where's the hours? It was deleted out of the spreadsheet. What do you mean? So, and then she had to fight with Mrs. Norwood. Now, I'm sure if you approach Mrs. Norwood regarding this, I don't know if she'll be truthful, honest. I don't know. However, we have a problem there. Now, then we have Patricia Armstrong. Okay, Patricia Armstrong, I questioned this day because when we went to the Psychiatric Board of Nursing and something, it shows all LVNs if they have a valid license. She was invalid on that day.
I've already discussed that.
And
that's okay.
That's okay.
You're going to be good.
Okay, great.
That's a good day.
Okay, and that's pretty much. Let's see what else I have. May 20. Okay, so now the only other thing.
So what happened? Let's get back to the hours.
Sure,
what
sure.
happened to the hours now? So you asked
Okay.
about the clinical
Yes.
hours.
Let me.
Disappear?
Yes, I asked from her. Okay, apparently these computers are all on a network. So whatever's on this computer, I don't know if it's via email or just on a. I've used Citrix before.
Who inputs the stuff?
Mrs. Ong actually inputs the hours that we. So if I was at clinical today, she would go at the end of the day. She would come back here and she would say, "I have 3 hours," and input that. They were gone.
Okay.
Where are they? I don't know. She finally had told me, "Sherry, I have your hours that you asked about." I had to fight with Miss Norwood to get them back, to get the column. If this is a spreadsheet, you've got theory hours, name, theory hours, clinical hours, and then other hours for different, like the MA class, etc. Apparently, one column was deleted. Okay, so you ask yourself, why would that happen? I don't understand the thought process.
Were you signing in on those days?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we signed in. Right. We have, I'm just going to, because I'm just about done here. You know, I can sit here and complain about the entire program. No, it wasn't run smoothly.
What would you like to be the outcome of your
The outcome, I want to,
outcome.
yeah, the ultimate outcome, I want to get my CNA license.
Okay.
I do.
Are you going to be able to take the certification test?
Per my education, yes. Now, I don't want to.
Well, this is what our intention when we come here to look at this. So, okay, if some things are missing, it's not looking too good, we don't want to punish people that have been taking the program.
Right.
So, I'm not going to prohibit anyone.
Right. Now,
from taking
let's just get to the meat and potatoes. If the program shut down due to what you find, so be it. If the program is
after the fact.
What have you.
It would be more like, okay, you can't start any more training until this everything's
right. Whatever happens, it happens.
Make sure that you get
I want to make sure that I come from, my mom was a psychiatric nurse, so I come from a family of nurses, RNs, and CNAs, and I have spoken to the ones that are still alive, God bless them, thank you, and I hear stories about, well, you know, they back in 19-something or back in 2006, whatever year, they went and they audited what is in the facility, and they find out, well, let's see, Susie Q and Joe Blow and this other person, they don't have a valid license due to they didn't finish the course, or they don't have valid hours. Yeah, okay. So anyway, I am almost their colleagues out there. Now, let's talk about colleagues before I leave this office. Nancy Pavelski, she may have a doctorate, okay, but I'm not sure how somebody who is not a nurse or an RN or whatever can oversee this program. She doesn't know the first thing about nursing.
Well, that's why we require to have RNs.
Right. So
they can do administrative stuff.
Right.
And all that,
right.
But there has to be a qualified RN to oversee the program.
Yeah, and one more thing before I know I've said this 3 times. Before I leave this office, I want you to look at something. It was on May 25th. we were supposed to go to the ones that needed it. We're supposed to go to, and I document everything. We're supposed to go to clinical on May 25th to Palm Terrace. Claire Spence was there. And Claire Spence says, no, I'm sorry, you can't come in here. Claire Spence is one of the others that come out of the woodwork. I don't
know what others that come out.
Okay, we've got, she's a coordinator principal, I believe.
Okay.
And she went to Palm Terrace that day to say, no, I'm sorry, you can't come inside this facility because it's not your home facility. And, you know, I know that I'm done.
Okay.
What I'm going to say before I leave, I'm going to stand up even.
I would like to get
Yep, you got it. I would be so happy to give that to you.
And now, I don't know, because I'm going to have to try
Yes.
to get up time. And I haven't
Sure.
eaten lunch yet.
Right.
I'm trying to get out of here by 2 o'clock. I still have more records to
Right.
look at. What you could do is make copies and mail it to my office.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I can make a copy right down here and come right back and hand it to you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, either way.
Okay, I can just right here. It would take less than 2 minutes to load it up.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you know what you're doing, and I know you probably do your job very, very well, and you will be very articulate. You will look at everything. Just pay close attention to the inconsistencies, and then it will validate everything.
Believe me, I've seen it.
Yes.
I've seen it. And it's not just, this goes back years.
Right. And, of course, you know, the program was shut down last semester, so
What
this program, it was in 2011. It was shut.
That was a whole different, that was a whole
Right.
They were setting up in another area. It wasn't approved. That's
Right.
why they were shut
Oh,
down.
okay.
They were told that these people
Right.
had to retrain. That was a whole different story, because what they did, the provider number for this program is specific to
Right.
Sherman
Okay.
High School. What they were trying to
Okay.
do was to take that number and then set up another program, where in Paris. or
Right,
something.
okay.
And that was a no-no.
Right.
So that's when we come down hard and say, okay, stop, can't do it.
Right.
Here, you know, we don't want to come down that hard, and it would prevent you from taking the certification test.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Do I want my money back? Absolutely, I want my money back. I maxed out my credit card paying for this course. Do I want to get my CNA? Sure, I do. Do I want, you know, roses and sunshine every day? Of course I do.
yes, we all do.
Let me take care of this for you right
Okay.
away.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Just pay close attention.
Yeah.
Okay.